Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Really great to be doing this again tonight, guys. Welcome to another edition of the Visually Enhanced Variety Show. I'm your host, Jeremy Jordan. So let's just jump right into it. What's going on with this whole Russian-Ukrainian thing, huh? I mean, really, can someone explain it to me? I've isolated myself in pursuit of my dreams, and I do realize it's very unhealthy and a little bit selfish too, and maybe I need some help, but yeah, woo, okay. So tomato truck overturned on a Californian highway the other day, and unfortunately thousands of tomatoes spilled out everywhere, and several people were injured. They interviewed the driver, and he said that you know, of course he'd do things differently in hindsight. Boo! 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 Dad? What are you doing here?
Oh, since my retirement, I got some extra time on my hands, and I just thought I'd catch some extra shows. But I'll tell you one thing, you're not a Johnny Carson.
Bit of a high bar there, but okay. The rest of the show's gonna be way better, though. Trust me. So, we just got one more here. It's about a Gravy Wrestling Championship that took place in London. It was the 12th one. You know what? Forget it. Let's just move on. All right. Welcome to the Visually Enhanced Variety Show, number 3. Let's open some stuff.
Time to open stuff.
So this past weekend, I was perusing the aisles of Target, looking for whatever spooky products I could find because, you know, it's getting very close to the deadline for some of these videos that I need to make, and we got to review some food. Unfortunately, there really wasn't much, but I didn't want to walk away empty-handed, so if you know me, you know I'm kind of a sucker for blind bags and stupid collectibles, so I saw something that really grabbed my attention and really spoke to me, and this is the Gamer Blind Bag. Now, you've got over $25 worth of toys and collectibles for only $9.99. And it says on the corner here that gamer toys and collectibles are waiting inside. So how can you really go wrong? I mean, and what could go wrong? I don't think there's really any horrible outcomes that could come from opening this and purchasing it. I mean, I've gotten burned in the past quite a few times. I mean, there were some boxes that I purchased at conventions that really had a bunch of shit in it, and we ended up giving some of that stuff away as prizes for our old Pop Culture Roulette podcast. Then there were some other blind bags that I got from the impulse aisle in Target and Walmart, and you know, they're probably in a garbage can somewhere now or in a closet. But this one, I'm really feeling good about this one, and I think it's going to have a lot of things that really appeal to me as a gamer. So let's open it and find out what's inside. This is really exciting. I mean, isn't this what it's all about? Bunch of nerds online connecting together and opening things. So first of all, we have what appears to be a mouse pad, and I'm actually kind of excited by that because I never could have enough mice pads or mouse pads. And it appears to be a Borderlands one, right? Yeah? Am I correct on that? But let's keep going. I'm sure there's some great stuff still to be found. Ah, this is actually pretty cool. This is a NECA scaler of Kratos from God of War. And I do have one of these. I've got the Jason one over here. I'm not going to grab it because it's got a bunch of cobwebs covering it. But this is actually, this is not bad. But is it worth $25 yet? No. However, there's still something left inside. So let's find out what the last item is. And it's a Borderlands keychain with sound. And it's of Claptrap. And that won't ever get annoying. And it says try me, so I'm gonna pull this bad boy out and let's try it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. I mean, is this collectible? Should I open it? I know it says collectible right on the front, but is it that collectible that I can't? Well, there you have it, folks. I'm gonna hit one of these buttons and just put Claptrap in post, and you can guess what it would have sounded like.
Oh, come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody.
Well, why would they even say
I'm dancing.
try me if the thing doesn't work? Okay, so that was a gamer blind bag. $25, and I guess I was right about this being a Borderlands mouse pad, by the way, because yeah, I mean, I'm matching it up against this other Borderlands logo and it surely looks the same. So, lesson learned, trust your gut and you'll be okay. So, yes, we've got the mouse pad, the scaler, and the Borderlands the Borderlands keychain with sound. Worth it? You be the judge. I'm not here to really answer those questions. But no, it's not. This was a waste of money, yet again. All right. Really, with this keychain too, before we move on, who would put this on their key ring? Like, this is so impractical. Like, it's stupid. What's really the point of this thing? Like, you'd have to be that big of a Claptrap fan and be willing to put this monstrosity of a thing, I mean, it's not even like, it doesn't do anything else. It doesn't have like tools on it. It's not like you can file your nails with it or use it as a key fob. It's just Claptrap sound box. Like, who made this? Okay, let's move on.
Time to open stuff.
Now we've got another new segment that I'd like to call the VHS Vault. And I guess really in theory, a lot of the segments are going to be new for a while because we're only 3 episodes deep, but let's keep going. Alright, so in this segment, we're going to explore the wonderful world of VHS covers. And there's a lot of beauties out there. I remember being fascinated as a kid, just walking down the aisles of the video store, and especially looking at like the horror covers. They always really oversold a lot of the movies with those covers, but I just got lost in a lot of them, and I just thought they were so cool. So in this segment, we're just gonna take a look at some of the ones I really enjoy, and I started collecting them again. I have a big collection from childhood. I got rid of some of the ones that I really wish I didn't, but I started rebuilding my collection slowly, and I've just been looking for a lot of odd horror at thrift shops, like stuff that I've just never heard of. But tonight we're looking at things I am very familiar with, and each one of them has a bit of a story. So let's take a look at number 1. Number 1 is not a horror movie at all, but it is a very funny movie and something that I cherish from my childhood. It is Mafia. It's a parody film of a lot of, crime and mafia type movies. And it's got the great Lloyd Bridges, the OK J. Moore, and other people as well. A lot of people probably think this movie sucks and it's pretty corny, and you know what? I'm not going to argue too hard, but I won't stop loving it because it's just got that childhood nostalgia feel right here. So, Mafia, that's number 1. Number 2, again, is a movie that I used to look at a lot in childhood, and the cover fascinated me. This is the cover of Creepshow 2. I don't know if this is actually the original VHS cover, because I think this is a collector's edition. Yeah, this is collector's gold series from whoever put this out. Star Maker or RNG Video. And this, of course, is the anthology presented by Stephen King and George A. Romero. This is the second one, and this features 3 little stories, vignettes, whatever you want to call them. Man, this cover scared the shit out of me constantly, and also, like I said, fascinated me. And I finally, at one point, I think it was during a sleepover, worked up the courage to check this out. And yeah, I mean, it's I can't say enough good things about Creepshow, and Creepshow 2 specifically. Alright. Last one here, it's a little weird. Don't mind the stains, came from a rummage sale, but still I feel like it's worth sharing, because this is something you really don't see every day, especially when you're just walking around looking at rummages. And this is a foreign VHS cover for The Hills Have Eyes Part 2. I think, when I researched this, I believe it was an Australian version or something, like as the alternate cover. And yeah, I don't know, it's just weird. It's very like, it's got some really crazy like Technicolor stuff going on the sides, and it does go all the way around, which is cool. I don't know if you can see that, but we'll zoom in on this later and do some better shots. But honestly, I don't even really remember the sequel to this film. But I just think this is a great cover. It really just pulls you in right away. I mean, you got that creepy dude staring at the corner, looking at God knows what, ready to kill some people. And yeah. And that was VHS Vault. Before we wrap up tonight's show, I've just got one more thing for you, and that is a small list that I compiled, because if there's one thing I know about the internet, it's that they love lists. And they love unboxings, which I did already, so we can check that box off. But I brought a list that's kind of bittersweet because it marks the end of summer. It's 5 summer things, in no necessarily certain order at all. It's just 5 things that I thought about from pop culture that are summery. So, let's start with number 5, the son from Super Mario Bros. 3. This asshole was just relentless. He would not leave you alone. He accounted for a lot of childhood trauma, and every time I see the sun now outside, I'm reminded of that guy, and I still panic. Number 4, Camp Nowhere. This was a comedy film from my childhood, which I really enjoyed. I don't remember if it was a Disney film or not. It was very Disney-esque. It's about a group of kids that basically start their own summer camp and convince their parents that it's real, and just basically fuck off for the rest of the summer and do whatever they want. And Christopher Lloyd is in it, and from what I recall, I mean, this was a while back, but it was awesome. I really enjoyed it, and it was funny. Haven't seen it in years, and don't know if maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it'll ruin everything for me, because that kind of does happen with a lot of childhood movies. Coming in at number 3, Bruce the shark from Jaws. So, obviously, Bruce is the main villain in the film Jaws. And, well, I mean, enough said, right? Come on. Summer movie, messed up a lot of people's days, and very iconic. So, let's move on to number 2. Coming in at number 2, weird American branded products that come out during the holidays, like 4th of July. So, I mean, you know, there's just been a few things I've seen. One year there was a Mountain Dew that was like all American Dew. I've seen it on chips. I've seen it on beers. It's a weird tie-in that, you know, you're not fooling anybody, corporations. You're just trying to sell products, and, well, I already feel a soapbox coming out, and we don't really get on soapboxes on the visually enhanced variety show. So let's move on to number 1. Coming in at number 1, well, it's a little unfair to put this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. It's Halloween. And you might be sitting at home scratching your head going, "You stupid man, this is not a summer holiday." But if you're insane like me, it is a summer holiday. In fact, it started about 30 days ago for me, and in about a month or so, you're gonna see why. Media pod smash off?